about a year before the election. I started collecting them with the assumption that, well, I'll do my best I can, and we'll see how many I can get. I don't know if I can do it within a year. I'm an independent candidate. I'm going to give you my card so you know who I am.
All right.
There's a form there if you can fill that out. Then I'll give you my personal card so you know who I am.
We've been seeing each other for 14 months, and we almost broke it off a couple of times because of, of his schedule. Everything is just, right now, and there is no planning. Whenever he's going for his signature, it's always Richard, and his signature.
You get a lot of people saying, oh, it's a wasted vote voting for you, but I turn it right around now and say it's a wasted vote voting for these major party candidates, because I think people are finally seeing that the parties aren't out for the average common person in our country. So,
did you tell him it was a waste of time?
Yes, I always did. From the very, very beginning, I was very honest with him.
I would see someone and I'd say, are you a registered voter? And 2/3 would say yes, and about 1/3 would say, no, I'm not registered. Then I'd say, well, would you like to register? I have cards with me. So I got 10th in the nation in votes on a $5,000 budget. Tells a lot of my background and also tells what we need to do to turn our country around. Here's my card with my website on. Are you related to her or a friend?
It's my mother.
That's what I figured it was. I'm glad you're registering to vote because we need your help. When you're collecting signatures and you know you need 13,000 within a year's period, you really have to keep your nose to the grindstone. With Lou, I would not see her for several days, or it's just what you had to do to get the job done. And if you got lax about all that, it wouldn't have got accomplished. So,
do any of either your friends or family, are they surprised? Do they support him? Do they make fun of him? Do they think it's a joke?
You said everything. Everything that you said is exactly what they were thinking. At first, they thought that he was losing it. He really didn't have all his marbles together.
Like, do you wish he would just give up?
Right. That he could spend a useful time instead of, running after signatures, because he knows that, it's not possible.
Like a lot of people I know, is what's wrong with you. After you get what you want, you don't want it. If I gave you the moon, you'd grow tired of it soon. You're like a baby, you want what you want when you want it. But after you are presented with what you want, you're discontented. You're
almost always third parties and minor parties are excluded from the debates. So I essentially would invite myself to the activities like the RNC this year in Cleveland. I made sure I was down there several days, making myself present, and I had my sign I would hold up, and it was wooden, and I wore gloves because I carried that for sometimes a mile through the streets of Cleveland or Columbus. And I wanted to make sure I didn't get splinters on my fingers. So.
I really can't formulate an opinion.
You think they're out for you?
No. Yeah. Everything they say is for personal gain.
That's why That's why I got away from
So, do I have to write your name on?
No, I'll be actually printed on the back. We just go down the line of how many there are, and you'll see me there. So.
Yeah.
All right, buddy.
You think?
Hey, Kent, we got a good man here who's going to vote for me. Yeah. Okay, can't beat that. There's my card.
You're running for president?
U.S.
Okay.
for you, man.
Well, like the people you met along on the streets, were they nice or?
Yeah, I mean, when people were around alcohol, I would get some negative comments like, "Oh, I'm sure you're going to win," you know, or "You're a loser," or different things like that. But I got used to that, and I knew that was going to happen.
I see you get a lot of questions and a lot of likes on posts and stuff like that. Were you surprised by any of that?
Yes, I was a little bit surprised. It's nice to get those comments. I think that's why social media nowadays is helping out candidates like me that don't have the big money to afford the rallies and different things, the fundraisers like that. So it gives independents and minor parties a good opportunity.
Between Trump's scandals and his attack sticking it to Hillary Clinton, many Americans feel they have no good choices in this election. But did you know that there are more than 1,800 people running for president as independents? Yeah, no, it's true. I spoke with a few of them to show you that America's choices aren't so bad. Meet Richard Duncan. In 2012, you ran for president. You spent $5,000 of your hard-earned dollars. You came in 10th.
10th place in the nation, yes.
That's got to feel pretty good for spending $5,000.
Per capita, I probably won the election.
Despite his perseverance, it's not looking great for Richard Duncan. You know, if it doesn't work out with a name like yours, I might suggest, you could be Dickie Dunk. It's a good porn star name.
That's what my cousin said.
If Richard's convinced.
All right, we're having a good time down here by the Cleveland Indians Kansas City game. There's thousands of people, probably 30,000 a night, and getting a lot of exposure by holding my sign up and passing out my cards. I got his vote, Dan. We're making headway here. I got one vote tonight.
When you go out there and you're out there for hours and you talk to people, but if someone says, hey, you got my vote, like what does that feel like? What does that mean to you?
It's a good feeling, and then occasionally I would get people said, I voted for you already when the absentee votings. And, or I remember this man telling me, my dad votes for you every election. So he took a picture with me with him to show his father and stuff. So there's a lot of good support out there.
Are there ever times where he's busy campaigning, but you want to maybe go somewhere or spend time together?
Just happened just now, And he promised me that we're going to put this party together. And he promised me that he will be here early at 5 o'clock to help me out.
Do you have any predictions for how many votes?
No, I never do that. I'm going to be satisfied with whatever the people decide here. There's enough of them to make that decision. How you doing, sir? You here to vote?
And last minute, he sent me a message to Facebook telling me that I was held up with Dan, the video man, and I was fit to be tied. He didn't even finish explaining to me. I hang up.
I'm on the ballot tonight. Would you consider me?
For what?
Richard Duncan for president. You may not like Hillary or Trump. Maybe you're just voting against the lesser of two evils.
What do you mean the next?
Filming, Dan?
I'm filming.
I'm getting close to going over the 4 years ago. So the next reading might do it.
Okay,
So we're all
coffee,
here
coffee.
tonight watching the results. This is my campaign team here. We got Judy over there.
Yeah.
What's the latest, Bridget?
Goes every 30 seconds.
All right.
We got 13,000.
I broke my record in 2012. Yay! Congratulations, Rich.
I'm really proud of my dad because few people can take the initiative and few people are brave enough to go out and do what he's done, and that's talk to thousands of people and get signatures for his petition and just listen to what people want to say. And that's what he's always tried to do. And he always told me anyone can message me, call me, email me, ask me questions. You know, he just wants to hear what the people want. And change has to start somewhere. So.
Oh, Clinton's probably got that wrapped up.
Donald Trump continues to defy so many of the prognosticators out there. Let's look at what happens when you give them
Thank you, people.
states to consider.
20,000.
That's important.
All right.
Unbelievable.
Certainly, but you also
Okay, we'll see.
Look at that. There were only 3,008, and what the Schmidt is 8,005.
Yes, well, the
continuing to defy
people have faith.
With a visit to Fish Furniture.
Do you have any estimates of how many votes you think your dad will get?
Well, I really hoped that he would get more than he got in 2012, which I think was 12,559. So I was hoping he would beat that, which he has. Last time I checked, it was about 23,000. So.
Take a look at our running tally of the electoral vote. Anderson, this night is turning out to be a real nail-biter.
All along, the Trump campaign has been saying that Florida's a must-win for them. And I mean,
Tears of joy, and you've always been the dad that says you're going to do something, and you always 120% do it. You've never, in my whole almost 31 years, you've never said you do something and not have followed through. So it's quite the quality, and I look up to you and very proud of you, Father.
All right, well, that's good.
My dad's actually a really good person, and I think if he actually was the president, he'd probably be, sorry, other candidates and stuff, but better than anybody else, so.
Love you. I'm very proud, and my dad got that many votes. It's just crazy. It's wonderful.
All right. Good night.
Right.
Love you.
Love you. Very proud.
He said he wanted to run again for 2020. What would you tell him?
I won't be around then.
That would be a deal breaker for you.
That's correct.
Does
Absolutely.
he know that?
I don't know. Let's find out.
So, Richard, does this give you motivation for running again?
Well, like I told you a few minutes ago, I'm going to enjoy the moment
This will be
see what
second
happens.
term. At first, the race was close, but he
Tomorrow's another day. Take things as they come, day to day.
Donald Trump will carry the state of Florida.
You know, I'm guessing that the people in Brooklyn, I can see their fingers
That's
probably.
the Hillary Clinton headquarters.
Yeah, fingers probably bleeding.
They pretty much been,
Oh, wow, it says Trump won Ohio and Florida?
Yes.
Really?
and I can tell you this crowd has thinned out a bit.
Wolf, the scene here is so different than it was.
What do you say to people that say, you vote third party, you're throwing your vote away?
Yeah, I believe that, I run as an independent because I believe you are wasting your vote if you vote for the parties. Because we're not getting benefits. The people of this country are not directly benefiting. It's been that way for several cycles now. So I think if you keep voting for them, we may keep getting the same results.
Richard Duncan, an independent. I met up with him today to get the 411 on his race for the White House.
I know I'm doing the right thing, so keeps me going.
4 attempts, 4 disappointments. Some would say give up. But Duncan says,
Well, I'm not easily discouraged from just someone giving me their opinion. I'm proud of the effort I put into it, and I'm proud of the results.
And I asked him what he plans to do now that he has more time on his hands, now that the election is over. He says he plans to have a little more R&R and spend some more time with his fiancée, Lou, and he may or may not run again in 2020.
Maybe, you know, something good will come out of it. Maybe it's, you know, like he always say, always a baby step. And that's the way we change the world.